What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here. Pro Wrestling Experience here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. I want to thank Steve Carino for coming on the show today. It's been a fun conversation with him. We got a full power hour here for Ring of Honor coverage. We got the 13th anniversary of Ring of Honor coming up on March 1st from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's going to be a fun show. We got Mr. Motivation, ACH, on the show. You'll be taking on AJ Styles at the show. ACH, welcome to the Pro Wrestling Experience. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you guys, man? What's up?
I'm doing good, bro, man. Hashtag motivation, hashtag ACH versus Styles.
Absolutely. The world must know. The world is going to know.
Yes, absolutely. I wanted to get to know a little bit about your background before the ROH days. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in wrestling, and how did you want to make yourself stand out from other wrestlers that joined the wrestling business?
I started in Austin, Texas in 2006. Made my debut of November 2006. I know it's documented different in other areas, but I would like to clearly lay on that. It is November of 2006. I did a little training in Austin, about maybe 2 months and a half, and then I moved to San Antonio, where I was kind of shown things differently with my permanent trainer, who I look at as my trainer, Jerry Reyes, a local guy out of San Antonio. The way that I look at it standing out is the way before I made my big jump from Texas to St. Louis, where I'm currently located now, I observed the whole situation as far as like wrestling. Like, I looked at everybody from like the Ring of Honors to your Dragon Gate to your Shikaras, like everything. I looked at all the top guys. I looked at all the guys that were doing big things, and and I just pretty much looked at them, and then I just said, how can I be different from them? And what are they doing to make them, what are they doing that makes them special, I think it's very well documented that Kobe, he took some things from Jordan, and if you ask me, I think the only player that can really be mentioned in the same room with Jordan is Kobe. So, I kind of did the same thing, I mean, come on. Yeah. Wrestling AJ Styles, so I patterned myself somewhat after him as far as his style. Like when he first came out, he was different. He was like a breath of fresh air. There was no one on the scene like AJ Styles. So I told myself, how can I be not like AJ Styles, but how can I get the attention like AJ Styles? So I put, a video game twist on my moveset. I, did a little anime thing. I started spreading the word of motivation. No one else was doing it, so I made myself different from everyone else.
I'm really happy you're on this show, because last time we were doing our interviews for Final Battle, we had Roderick Strong, and he told me he had a really big chip on your shoulder. I'm pretty sure your shoulders, you probably have a big chip on your shoulder into this match. For those who are maybe haven't watched Ring of Honor in a while and are tuning into this pay-per-view, why did you want to face AJ Styles?
Why not? I don't know if you guys just got the news. He's the IWPG champion again. I mean, on top of that, it's AJ Styles. He's a phenomenal one. After my match with Alberto Del Rio, I walked away with like this new confidence that I can do anything in the world. Mm-hmm. And to me, in wrestling, wins and losses mean nothing. It's what you gain from those matches that mean the world. You can get pinned, but you can walk away with this like winning experience that you can do anything, like this new ambition. That's, whoa. Sorry, my alarm went off. But I had this fire within me that I can do anything. Mm-hmm. And, I went in the ring with one of the top guys on the independents right now in Alberto El Patron. And, I wanted to throw myself into another fire's pit, and I wanted to go against AJ Styles. I want AJ, and I wanted to show the world that AJ, and excuse my French, is the new shit in wrestling today. That's all I want. That's all I want to know. All I want to know, and that's all I want to show the people.
Yeah, this is a great time to do it, right as the year's starting. Prove your point that you should be in the main events, and I'm really looking forward to that match. I wanted to know who you say brings the most out of you in your matches, whether it be from ROH or even for a local independent here at AEW.
What's my favorite match? Is that what you're asking?
More like who you have the most chemistry with. Who brings the best out of you?
Man, I was asked this recently. Man, it's always going to be Kyle O'Reilly or AR Fox. Mm-hmm. Those are probably my two favorite opponents I've ever been in the ring with Kyle O'Reilly and AR Fox. Just mad chemistry with them. AR Fox was actually my first wrestling match outside of Texas. I wrestled him for Beyond Wrestling. All the fans put their money together and helped me get a flight to do the very first tournament for tomorrow back in 2011, I believe it was. Mm-hmm. And Kyle O'Reilly was actually my first Ring of Honor match back in 2012. So,
I remember the first time I seen you perform in person was Day of Defiance a couple years ago. It was you and Michael Elgin against Team Ambition. Do you remember that match?
Oh, man, yeah, I do. Yeah.
that was a really cool one. Also, I want to know, what's the biggest thing you've learned in the 3 years you've been in Ring of Honor?
Be you. Be you. That's the one thing I've learned in the locker room is people will not accept you all the time. People are going to turn to you. People are going to find ways to throw some negativity at you. And the only thing that you can do at the end of the day is be you. Be yourself. Express yourself. Don't let no one change you. Don't let the world change you. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the number one thing I've learned is no matter what happens at the end of the day, I got to go home and look myself in the mirror. And that's the number one important thing is that I got to respect the guy that's in the mirror and I got to be myself. That's it.
Has it been a transitional progress, or you always been humble in your time in the business? I mean, I've seen a lot of independent wrestlers come out of here, and a lot of guys have a lot of self-confidence, and there's nothing wrong with that, but there's a lot of arrogance in independent wrestling as well.
Absolutely. I'm a firm believer in if you're going to be confident in yourself, it should be within, not out loud.
Yeah.
Because usually when guys that are confident out loud, everybody wants to bust their bubble. Everybody wants to test them, you know? And I like to think that when you keep it within, you have nothing to prove. You're not proving anything to others. You're proving it all to yourself. And that's the most important thing, is staying true to yourself, man. I think a lot of my upbringing in wrestling is the reason why I'm the way that I am. I mean, a lot of people will always say, oh, you're super humble, you're super nice, and I just like to always think that it's me. Yeah. You know, I come from humble beginnings, even from before I was in the business, you know, the way that my mother raised me. I was raised by, strong women, so I've watched the struggle. You know, I like to think that I make the struggle look beautiful.
We're talking to ACH, Ring of Honor wrestler. He's at Twitter at GoGoACH. He's taking on AJ Styles at the 13th anniversary of Ring of Honor, March 1st, live on pay-per-view from Las Vegas, Nevada. ACH, how would you describe this experience in Ring of Honor? Obviously, it's a great honor to be in a company such like Ring of Honor, but I'm sure it's had its challenges here and there.
Absolutely. It is a learning experience indeed. The wrestling world itself has helped me mature as a man and, as an adult. And Ring of Honor has helped upon that, because there's a lot of things that I was doing, and there's a mind state that I was in when I came in. And, when you're dancing with wolves, you got to dance to a certain beat. And, once I picked up on that beat and, I was able to, see the things that needed to be changed as a person and as an adult, I took that next step in, maturity and as a wrestler, and I made the steps that needed to be changed, and, well, I'm here today.
What other matches on the card are you looking forward to for March 1st?
Alberto Elvizone and Jay Lethal.
All right. That one's going to be pretty cool.
Do you want to know why, though? Would you like to know why?
Go ahead.
Because that's the title that I want. That's the title that I want. That's why I want to know. I want to know who I have to face in the future. That's why. Oh, I'm also paying attention to the four-way, because that's another title that I want. I'm hungry, man. I'm out here starving. I got my grace out the way, man. I'm ready to eat. That's what I'm saying, man.
Motivation, man. You can be like the Ultimate Warrior. You can be the World TV Champion and World Champion.
Bro, let's get it. Dude, I already run to the ring, man. Let's get it, man.
How would you describe your experience at AEW, and how would you compare AEW from other independent organizations?
Oh, dude, man, they have helped me out tremendously. Man, they are one of the reasons why the Midwest, or rather the Chicago crowd, the Chicago fan base, loves me so much because they gave me, a canvas to just paint my art and just do what I do, man. They gave me that chance when, I had just moved out here and I was trying to get my name up, and they gave me everything, man. They was like, I love everybody in AEW, the fans, the guys in the back, Danny, Mike, man, everybody, dude. They've helped me so much. They helped me become who I am, man, and that's the most important thing, that any wrestling promotion or promoter can give a wrestler is the opportunity to be able to express himself through wrestling, man. I'm out here painting pictures with my wrestling moves, man. You can see the words when I'm wrestling, man. That's how deep we going, man.
Yeah, that's how we do here in the show. I'm not going to insult the wrestlers' intelligence and think I know it all. I let them tell the story to me, so that's how we do it here on the show. Speaking of AEW, is there any guys on the roster from AEW you think should be in Ring of Honor?
One of my personal favorites is Louis Linden. Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of Louis Linden. I'm a big fan of Davey Vega. That could be biased, but I'm a huge fan of Davey Vega. Man, dude, there's so many talented guys there. I'm also a fan of Matt Cage, too, as well. I like Matt Cage, Davey Vega, and Louis Linden. Those are my 3 picks.
Motivation over money. That's what I said when you guys were fighting over you guys. A couple more things before we let you go. Really appreciate your time, ACH. Now, we're here for the 13th anniversary. If AJ's listening to this, what would you say to AJ Styles right now?
You're not that phenomenal when it's compared to me. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm just saying, Las Vegas, March 1st, live on pay-per-view, the 13th anniversary, Ring of Honor is this. ACH versus AJ Styles for the first time ever. And you're going to see a hunger inside of ACH that you've seen like nothing before. And I guarantee you this. I may not win, but I guarantee you I'm going to win. That's deep. If you just think about that, that's deep. If you just think about that. Just think. Whether I win or lose, I still win. It don't matter. It don't matter. I got something to prove to myself.
Yep. I think it's going to be the match of the night. I'm definitely rooting for your corner, ACH. ACH is on Twitter at GoGoACH. ACH is taking on AJ Styles at the 13th anniversary for Ring of Honor.